Those are going to go away. They've prevented mergers and acquisitions that we absolutely need. Large companies are looking at these smaller companies innovating and perhaps being very disruptive to their models, and they'll probably want to get some of that DNA into their companies. I think the regulatory cutbacks are going to be profound. In his first administration, President Trump said to regulators, you want to put in a new regulation, you have to take away 2.
The Trump administration may spark a massive Bitcoin bull run that would propel the cryptocurrency to all-time highs, according to Cathie Wood, CEO of Ark Invest. According to Wood, Trump's pro-crypto stance is critical because his policies will encourage innovation, cut interest rates, and create a welcoming regulatory environment, all of which are critical for the growth of Bitcoin. Wood likens Trump's economic approach to that of Ronald Reagan in the 1980s, when policy reforms and tax cuts fueled economic expansion. According to her, Trump's plans to reduce taxes and regulations might lead to a comparable degree of economic dynamism that supports Bitcoin sectors, with laws that support them. With the federal funds rate currently at about 5%, Wood expects Bitcoin investment to soar as the U.S. becomes a global leader in cryptocurrencies. According to Wood, any easing policies will further strengthen the economy and the Bitcoin industry. Ark, a significant cryptocurrency investor, may ignite the biggest Bitcoin boom in history and backs Trump's goal of a pro-crypto America. See highlights of the Cathie Wood's exposition for additional details.
Platforms are converging and we believe are going to unlock explosive productivity growth, explosive GDP growth, and much lower than expected inflation because all of these platforms are deflationary. They're technologically enabled, and that's good deflation. As prices fall, units explode, and it's really important. The reason we give our research away, it's important for investors and individuals and businesses to get on the right side of change because these are transformative technologies. So in terms of government policies, perhaps the most profound thing that's going to happen in the very near term is a changing of the guard at some of the regulatory agencies, the SEC and the FTC. The SEC menace to the digital assets movement. We've lost a lot of talent to other countries because of Chairman Gensler. And I think that's going to change. We know it's going to change. President Trump has come out very positively predisposed to certainly Bitcoin, but we think everything crypto, DeFi or decentralized financial services. And so that's going to be very exciting. But the regulations are also going to change because we're probably going to see Lina Khan at the FTC leave her position. And of course, the strong-armed antitrust regulations that Lina Khan has abided by, those are going to go away. They've prevented mergers and acquisitions that we absolutely need. Large companies are looking at these smaller companies innovating and perhaps being very disruptive to their models, and they'll probably want to get some of that DNA into their companies. I think the regulatory cutbacks are going to be profound. In his first administration, President Trump said to regulators, you want to put in a new regulation, you have to take away 2. I think that he'll be even stronger on that. And of course, when it comes to government spending, he's inviting Elon Musk into or under the tent. Now, the deficit will go down, we think, because of growth, but also we think the inefficiencies in the government are extreme. And we do believe that Elon Musk, first principles-based white sheet of paper, will figure out ways through attrition in terms of headcount and technology, productivity gains, to really shrink the government as a percent of GDP, getting a lot of the waste out of the government. And of course, every president has promised that. I think this one will deliver with the help of Elon Musk. We do not believe that Elon's going to be leaving his companies. We do believe he'll put in place a process that will be reinforced by some of the people who will be attracted to this goal and want to be a part of helping him carry it out. So there we go. That's the macros. In terms of innovation, we think it's been brewing really for since the last 25 years.
Cathie Wood thinks that putting together new technologies like blockchain, AI, and energy storage will lead to lower interest rates and fast economic growth. This is likely to cause inflation to drop and GDP to grow faster than forecast. You can also expect big changes in the rules that regulatory agencies have to follow and in the way the government functions. This is because Trump now likes Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies more. Since Lina Khan is leaving the FTC, trade rules will not be as strict. This will make it possible for more mergers and acquisitions. It is also believed that Elon Musk's work in the Trump administration will cut down on government waste and inefficiency. Musk's first principles plan will make things easier, save money, and shrink the government. Cathie Wood says that disruptive technologies, like brewing innovation over the last 25 years, will lead to economic growth and new ideas. To learn more from Cathie Wood, watch more clips.
The seeds for everything we're seeing today were planted in the years when active management was in full stride. The 20 years that ended in the late 90s, the internet revolution. And since then, we think that government policies have impeded a lot of innovation, but behind the scenes, the seeds have been flourishing, and now we think the blossoms are out. Innovation is going to thrive now in this new environment, and we think the three biggest opportunities right now associated with the convergence of these technologies are in the autonomous mobility space. So everything, robo-taxi, drones, and so forth, healthcare, and digital assets. I'll just give you a quick one on healthcare because many people are short innovation altogether, truly transformative innovation, thinking that the broad-based indexes have that covered. We don't think they do. And especially not in healthcare. And we think that a few of the things that the Trump administration, the new Trump administration, has been saying, they want to clean up the corruption within healthcare. And I think what they mean by that is lobbyists have taken over for years and years and years, and they want to break that stronghold and really bring back, this is a quote, the rich tradition of the gold standard evidence-based science. That's going to be amazing for what we're calling the multi-omics revolution. And in a year where our next generation internet strategy, which covers not only artificial intelligence, but blockchain technology, digital wallets, the fintech revolution, that strategy has outperformed the market this year, a very strong year, and it did so with very little exposure to the concentration in the broad-based indices. In other words, it's a differentiated exposure to AI, digital wallets, the fintech revolution. On the other hand, the multi-omics revolution space and strategy has been pummeled in the past year. And I think it is for a couple of reasons, certainly regulatory, no M&A, but also a profound misunderstanding of what innovation is going to bring to the healthcare space. It will be transformed perhaps like no other sector. It is the most profound application of artificial intelligence that we see out there, curing diseases. And I just have to tell you, in learning what the financial markets, how they perceive these companies that are curing disease. This is not about the future. It's happening now. CRISPR Therapeutics is a company whose drugs have been approved in both the US and the UK and Europe, as a matter of fact. Those three areas, curing sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia.
Since Donald Trump won the 2024 U.S. presidential election, Bitcoin's value has surged to almost $80,000. Trump's pro-crypto stance should improve digital currency regulation. He wants to make the U.S. the crypto capital and a Bitcoin superpower, and analysts expect Bitcoin to reach $100,000 by year's end. Recent developments have helped Bitcoin ETFs and cryptocurrency stocks. The iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF rose 11% to a record high, and Coinbase shares rose 48% to multi-year highs. Robinhood, a popular cryptocurrency trading software, rose 27.4% to its highest level in 3 years. Taxation and cryptocurrency mainstreaming throughout the election cycle. Before Election Day, crypto-friendly voters demanded a better regulatory environment, and key crypto players supported crypto-friendly candidates at the federal and state levels. These initiatives aim to offer a complete regulatory framework for digital assets, thus watch the Fifth 21 Act and Bridge Digital Assets Act. Boost consumer protection and handle money laundering and criminal finance before Trump's administration takes shape. Bitcoin market watchers will attentively examine his policies. Bitcoin's value may rise as he promises tax cuts and friendlier laws.